Welcome back to the Ginger's Kitchen. It's been a minute, but I'm glad to be back here doing what I love, and that is preparing delicious meals. Before I do that, I just wanted to ask, is there something you'd like to learn how to make? Please tell me what it is down below in the comments. Today, I'm going to make some leftover pork roast pasta. It's a great way to use it up. I've got some mushrooms that needed to be used, some onion and all that stuff, so it's a really good thing for a meal prep too, because the pasta, I can make little containers of it, and so that's what I'm going to do. That was about a tablespoon of olive oil, half of a yellow onion diced up. I'm going to stir that up, and then I'm going to add in my mushrooms because those are going to take a while to cook. Some of the bigger ones, I'm just going to break them up. And then once the onions are about translucent, I'm going to add in 4 cloves of garlic crushed up and cook that for about 30 to 60 seconds more. While that's cooking, I've got some penne pasta. I'm going to cook al dente behind me going. You can use white rice, wild rice, almost anything you want to put it on. So if you want to do potatoes, this would be great on a little pile of mashed potatoes. So however you want to go about it, this is very versatile in that way. I like to use the pork roast rather than the pork loin, because the pork loin, once you start reheating it into other dishes, it just dries out really bad. And so that's not something I try to make a large portion of. But the roast, I'll do a whole roast and make 2 or 3 dishes out of it. I think last night I made pork tacos. I want to thank everybody for your patience as we get the homestead going again. I know I've done a lot more of those videos. That's going really well. We've got, 19 baby chicks, 6 ducklings, 11 hens that are producing eggs currently, 1 rooster, 2 donkeys, 6 breeding rabbits, 19 kits that are about ready to leave the nest, and we just got the 4 horses. So we're busy, and it's great, but I can't wait to start getting more eggs and start doing more things with those eggs. I'm going to do a recipe here. I think I'm going to do another quiche coming up with that. So I've been busy selling those eggs to kind of pay for some of the feed of all the other animals. So all of that has been good and keeping me busy. So if you're in the White House, Tennessee, or Lebanon area and you want some eggs, just hit me up down below and I'll see if I can get you a dozen or an 18 pack. All right, those are almost translucent, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. And for me, I'm one of those, I like a lot of garlic, and if you don't, just use 3 cloves or 2 cloves, whatever you want to do. That's the nice thing about this. You don't like mushrooms? Leave them out. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to change the recipe too much. I was thinking about it, you could also put this on risotto. So you could do wild rice or risotto. So many options available to you. Sometimes it's about what you have in your pantry. With groceries getting so expensive, you got to use what you got. All right, we'll stir that in, let it go for another minute, and then we will add some more ingredients. This dish goes really quickly too. With the pasta cooking, this should be done almost at the same time the pasta is done, so if you're in a hurry and you've got leftover pork roast, this is a great way to make a quick, easy dinner. Okay, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got a teaspoon of herbes de Provence, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and give that a little stir around. I have 3 tablespoons of flour, and I'm using 3 because I want this to be a thicker sauce. So I'm going to stir that so it coats everything and let that cook for another minute. You kind of want it to smell like toasted flour. All right, here's another flexible ingredient. This is juices from the pork roast cooking in the crock pot. I know it's full of flavor. It's going to be great. If you don't have that, you didn't save it, or you just didn't have any, you can use 2 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock. If you don't have that and you have bouillon, use 2 cups of water and some bouillon to your flavor taste. Okay, I'm going to use the pork because that's what I have, and it's going to have lots of flavor. It's got that collagen and everything in there from all that fat. Fat equals flavor. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let that come to a simmer. I don't want to add in my pork too soon. It's already completely cooked, so I just want it to be reheated, and that's it. This is starting to thicken up. I'm going to go ahead and add in my pork. It's 2.5 to 3 cups. However much you have and you want to use, dump it in there. Now, if you have a lot, though, like twice that, double the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna let that simmer for a couple minutes, and then at the end I'll add in this half a cup of heavy cream. My pasta was still a little too al dente, so I added another minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put this heavy cream in and stir it in. We'll let that sit while the pasta finishes up, and then I'm gonna give it a taste and make any adjustments for salt and pepper. Okay, are we ready? It's steaming hot. Okay, I'm gonna add a sprinkle more salt and pepper, and then I am happy with this and we're ready to serve it up. So I'm gonna take a ladle full of penne noodles and then of my mixture. And I'm probably gonna end up doing 2 of those. So it looks like this. If you give this a try, tell me what you think down below. Variations are always easy. You can absolutely do chicken or ground beef, ground pork. It all works with this. It almost reminds me of stroganoff minus the sour cream. So you could add that too on top or in it. Thanks for joining me and have a delicious day.
That's one boy puppy.